Welcome to the StarCraft Arena. One general enters the fray today. Kimi takes the helm, poised at the starting line with 4 workers and a dream. The gate is open. Let the conquest begin.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Kimi throws down the gauntlet. A Terran mirror on Challenger demands SCV splits and nerves of steel. The supply depot rises, and she's already pumping workers to fuel the barracks rush.
Bold opener. She's banking on early aggression, standard macro into marine pressure. But Fable 5 is nowhere to be seen yet. The real test starts when he shows up.
SCV good to go, sir.
Kimi cranks out SCVs, 3 workers in quick succession. She's starving for minerals, but committed to that barracks grind. Where is Fable 5?
Classic knife fight setup. She's all in on worker count and barracks timing.
Welcome to the StarCraft Arena. Kimi, the Terran aggressor, takes the stage on Challenger with a razor-sharp declaration. It's a knife fight in the mirror. Out macro, out marine, out extend. The SCVs are already pumping. Supply depots rising. A barracks clicks into place. This is the Terran grind at its finest.
Classic mirror opener from Kimi, straight from the playbook. SCV saturation into early production facilities. Watch for who cuts supply first and pivots to marine production. One blink, one hesitation, and Fable 5 capitalizes.
SCV good to go, sir.
Welcome to the StarCraft Arena. Fable 5 and Kimi clash in a Terran mirror, both gunning for early aggression and mid-game dominance. Fable 5 promises steel, stims, and siege tanks. Kimi counters, Marines in your face before the coffee cools. The workers are rolling. The trash talk is flying. Let's go to war.
Two Terran generals, mirror equipment, mirror stakes, but Kimi's got the economy angle with early gather orders. Fable 5's siege tank plan sounds cute. If those tanks ever finish building, this is about who scouts cleaner and who hits the barracks first with purpose.
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Job finished.
Fable 5 completes the barracks, but Kimi's already rolling workers and sitting on 144 minerals. The economic lead is real. Who scouts first?
Kimi's gathering orders are paying dividends. Fable 5 promised fast economy into 2 racks, but 1 barracks isn't 2 yet. If Kimi hits that natural expansion timing clean, Fable 5's siege tank dream gets a lot smaller.
Fable 5 cranks out another SCV, pushing toward that second barracks dream. Meanwhile, Kimi's worker advantage grows. 154 minerals and climbing. The economic gap is widening.
Fable 5 promised 2 racks aggression, but they're still stuck on 1 barracks with a refinery half built. Kimi's sitting pretty with no gas investment yet. Pure worker grind. If Kimi gets a barracks down next, that early pressure Fable 5 was banking on evaporates.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Fable 5's first Marines hit the field. 4 total now rolling out of that barracks. The aggression is live. But Kimi's 3 SCVs are still gathering, barracks complete and workers pouring out. Raw firepower versus raw economy. The race is on.
Fable 5 pivoted faster to combat units, but Kimi's worker lead is still the story here. Those Marines need to find something to do, or Kimi's econ advantage just compounds.
SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir.
Kimi's worker production is relentless. 2 more SCVs rolling out while Fable 5 completes a second barracks. The mineral gap is widening. Kimi's got 66 in the bank. Fable 5 is sitting on 38. This is a race between Kimi's economy and Fable 5's firepower.
Fable 5 said fast economy into 2 racks Marines, and there's the second barracks. But Kimi's already out-resourced them. If those Marines don't find Kimi's natural and hurt it soon, this economy load becomes insurmountable.
SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy?
Fable 5's Marines are finally rolling out. 2 in the field now, a 3rd on the way. But Kimi's already got 354 minerals banked and 3 SCVs building. The clock is ticking for those Marines to justify the 2 racks commitment.
Kimi's eco is suffocating Fable 5's aggression. 2 Marines versus Kimi's war chest. Fable 5 has to find something to trade, or this turns into a siege war they cannot win.
You want a piece of me, boy? Job finished. You want a piece of me, boy?
Fable 5 throws down the gauntlet. Story time's over, Kimi. Chapter 1. Your mineral line. 4 more Marines just materialized. The 2 racks is now fully online. 6 fighting units flooding out. Kimi's still SCVs and silence.
Fable 5 called the bluff and backed it. Kimi promised Marines in your face before coffee. Where are they? That barracks is building nothing. Fable 5's aggression just became real threat, not a gamble.
Piece of me, boy.
Fable 5 cranks out Marine after Marine. 3 in a row, supply climbing to hold the pressure. Kimi's barracks sits silent. The mineral deficit is widening by the second.
Kimi promised that coffee time aggression, and instead she's watching Fable 5's production line hum. 2 barracks on both sides, but only 1 is actually working. That's a game state right there.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Kimi pumps 2 SCVs and slaps down supply depots, but her barracks are dark. Fable 5's factory just materialized. The tank tech is online.
Kimi's desperate defense is already buckling. She sent workers into the breach, but she's still sitting on idle production while Fable 5 pivots to heavy armor. This is not holding the line. This is crumbling.
Welcome to the StarCraft Arena. Fable 5 strides in as Terran battle cry ringing, steel beats silicon. Marines march, Kimi cries. The opener is here.
Fast racks, Marines, constant pressure. A classic Terran playbook. Fable 5 just threw down the gauntlet at Kimi, mirror match swagger. Let's see if the execution matches the talk.
Good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Kimi fires back. Factory line rusts first, she sneers. But Fable 5's barracks is up. The race for production dominance begins.
Classic TVT opener, both on the SCV grind, but Fable 5 has the tech lead with that barracks already floating. Kimi's still raw-dogging workers. The question is timing. Who hits critical mass first?
SCV good to go, sir.
Kimi pumps another SCV. She's now sitting on 850 minerals, eyeing that barracks. Fable 5's supply is maxed at 9 tentiens, but his worker count edges ahead. The mineral race tightens.
Kimi said she'd SCV pump to 9 and hit barracks by 12. She's on pace, but Fable 5's tech lead with that, barracks already live, means his first Marines could arrive before her production ramps. Dangerous timing.
Job's finished. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir. SCV.
Fable 5's first Marine rolls off the barracks. Kimi's still SCV pumping. Her barracks won't finish for several more seconds. The race is on.
She promised to hit that barracks by 12, and she's close, but Fable 5 just armed up first. That Marine walking out the door right now is a real threat to her worker line if she can't react in time.
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Kimi's SCV count ticks up, but Fable 5 keeps the momentum rolling. Another SCV rolling off his production line. The economic race is razor thin, and that first Marine is already in the field.
Kimi promised aggressive SCV pumping into a hard barracks timing. She's delivering on the workers, but Fable 5's gotten his unit out the door first. If his Marine finds her natural, she's in real trouble. Aside Sting.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Fable 5 floods the barracks. 2 Marines roll out, then a third. Kimi's still sitting on a lone SCV while 3 Terran killers march toward her natural.
This is the turning point Kimi feared. She gambled on worker production, but Fable 5's executed the timing perfectly. 3 Marines versus 1 SCV? That natural is about to get very hostile.
Piece of me, boy. SCV good to go, sir.
Fable 5 plants a factory at his main, tech's ramping. But Kimi's quiet. Where are her Marines? Still waiting on that barracks to finish, while Fable 5's already pivoting toward tanks.
Kimi promised the siege tank gambit, but she's underwater on workers and Marines both. Fable 5 sees it coming, and he's hedging with factory tech. Her entire plan hinges on that barracks Marines holding the ramp, and they're not there yet.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy?
Kimi's Marines are rolling out now. 3 fresh soldiers pumping from that barracks. But Fable 5 counters with a second barracks complete and his own Marines flooding in. The supply crunch is real for both of them. Who hits the ramp first?
Kimi's finally getting her Marine defense online, but she's still way behind on SCVs and her refinery's bleeding resources. Fable 5 built his second barracks faster, and he's already starting to consolidate that Marine advantage. Her whole siege plan collapses if those Marines don't hold.
You want a piece of me, boy? Job finished.
Kimmy's factory is up and running, but Fable 5 just completed his own factory on the same turn. The race for siege tank tech is dead even now, but Fable 5's got more workers and another barracks cranking Marines. Can Kimmy's mineral advantage translate before his superior production drowns her out?
She promised siege tanks would lock down his doorstep. Problem is, Fable 5's already got 2 barracks flooding Marines while she's still pumping 1 unit at a time. If he hits the ramp before those tanks land, her whole game plan implodes.
Fable 5's second barracks is now pumping Marines in waves. Kimmy's sitting on 510 minerals and just 3 Marines to show for it. The supply crunch is real.
She's got the bank, but 0 production velocity. 2 barracks flooding 4 Marines per cycle while she's still on 1 barracks trickling them out. If Fable 5 pushes the ramp with even 6 Marines before her tank count is up, that mineral lead evaporates fast.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me?
Kimmy pumps 2 Marines and breaks her supply block with a 4th depot. But Fable 5 is already rolling out a siege tank. The factory race is on.
Kimmy's still stuck in Marine mode while Fable 5 pivots to armor. That tank ends the ramp standoff fast. Her econ lead means nothing if she can't stop it rolling downhill.
Not enough minerals.
Kimmy's first siege tank rolls off the line, but Fable 5 counters with 4 fresh Marines and an academy. The factory race just became a Marine swarm race.
Kimmy's econ lead evaporates if those 4 Marines reach her ramp before that tank gets into position. She's committed to siege mode. Can't pivot back to raw Marine count now.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir.
Kimmy floods out 3 Marines while Fable 5's single tank still cooks in the factory. The ramp defense is now hers, but Fable 5 just dropped a 3rd barracks. This is pure production poker.
Kimmy's econ finally translating to map pressure, but Fable thought Abe isn't panicking. He's doubling down on infantry. If that tank arrives after Kimmy's Marines have already bled out holding the ramp, all that mineral advantage melts away.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Kimmy's Vulture just rolled off the factory. She's got 2 Marines now. Fable 5 counters with a 2nd academy. This TVT is pivoting hard. Fable 5 abandons pure Marine mass, chasing upgrades while Kimmy diversifies into mechanized harassment.
Kimmy said she'd tech tank and siege his doorstep. Instead, Fable 5 is doubling down on infantry upgrades. He's betting he can armor up faster than Kimmy can threaten. Classic TVT tempo gamble, and that Vulture just made it very risky for him if she reaches his mineral line.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Job's finished. You want a piece of me, boy?
Research complete.
Job's finished. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Fable 5 flexes his Marine count, 28 to Kimmy's 12, then immediately pumps out 2 more Marines and a Vulture. He's escalating hard.
But look at Kimmy's gas, 88. That siege tank just rolled. Fable 5's infantry upgrades mean nothing if she reaches his base with a siege line. He's talking trash while playing on borrowed time.
Under attack.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Your forces are under attack.
Bring it on! Piece of me, boy. SCV good to go, sir.
Research complete.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir.
Kimmy finally lands that siege tank, but Fable 5 has already got one rolling out of his factory. The race for tank saturation is on. Fable 5 adds medics to his Marine group while Kimmy's still assembling his screen.
Here's the trap. Kimmy said he needed siege first at max range. He got the tank, but look at Fable 5's gas, 193. Fable 5's running medics now. If those medics land before Kimmy's second tank, the Marine blob becomes a meat grinder Kimmy can't win.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy?
Fable 5 pumps out 4 more Marines in rapid succession. His barracks are humming. Meanwhile, Kimmy's siege tank sits idle, gas-starved at 74. The momentum has completely shifted.
Kimmy promised to mass 3 to 4 tanks and then push. Instead, he's stuck watching Fable 5 flood the map with Marine bodies while his factories sit dormant. Gas is the killer here.
Kimmy finally rolls out his first siege tank from the factory, but it arrives to a barracks still on cooldown. Fable 5's Marine count climbs to 24 while Kimmy scrapes together gas for a second tank. The math is ruthless.
Kimmy's strategy hinges on mass tanks with a Marine screen, but Fable 5's relentless racks pressure is bleeding his gas dry before the factory can keep pace. He's fighting the clock now.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Kimmy muscles out his second siege tank and immediately lands the taunt. My siege line sends its regards. Now it's my turn to knock. The gauntlet is down.
Talk is cheap when your gas is at 10 minerals. Fable 5's 3 barracks are still churning Marines. He's ignoring Kimmy's bravado and grinding pure attrition. Siege tanks don't win if you starve them.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Fable 5 plants his second command center. The expand is live. Meanwhile, Kimmy cranks out another SCV and a siege tank. The eco race tightens.
Fable 5 ignored the taunt and went for the expansion. Smart move! Kimmy's stuck grinding tank production with 13 gas left. This is attrition now, and the player with more bases wins.
Fable 5 rolls out his first siege tank. The turtle line hardens. Kimmy's already got one in the field, but bleeding gas fast. This is tank poker now.
Kimmy promised leapfrog tactics and he's got the tank, but look at that gas. 41. He's starved. Fable 5's sitting on 460 and just added bodies. The eco advantage is real.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Fable 5 cranks out 4 more Marines, supply climbing to 5382. The bioball grows while Kimmy sits supply capped at 4750, still desperately trying to unsieve those tanks.
Kimmy's locked in a supply prison of his own making. He promised leapfrog dominance, but he's stuck at the ramp unsiege dancing while Fable 5 just adds bodies. The gas starvation is turning into a production gap.
Ready to roll out. SCV good to go, sir.
Fable 5 rolls out a siege tank, the first heavy hitter on the field. Meanwhile, Kimmy queues 2 more Marines, 2 more still grinding supply depots. The supply crunch is suffocating him.
Fable 5 promised tank support when the factory was idle, and he delivered. Kimmy swore leapfrog dominance with siege tanks, but he's still building Marines and sweating supply caps. The math just broke in Fable 5's favor.
Job finished. You want a piece of me, boy?
Kimmy breaks radio silence. A siege tank rolls off the line, 2 vultures spawn, and Marines keep streaming. The supply depot fills his queue. He's pivoting hard to the plan he swore by.
Finally, Kimmy's leapfrog tank strategy isn't a dream anymore. It's rolling. But Fable 5 already has 2 tanks siege locked at the ramp. Kimmy's 1 tank is the opening move in a race Fable 5 might already be winning.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir. All right, bring it on.
Kimmy floods the barracks. 4 more Marines pour out, 2 SCVs join the worker line, and supply creeps upward. He's drowning Fable 5 in bodies. But those 2 siege tanks at the ramp are still waiting.
Classic desperation play. Kimmy promised leapfrog tank dominance, yet he's back to Marine spam. Those 4 fresh bodies don't break a siege line, they feed it. He needs that tank now, or he's just bleeding supply into the grinder.
Kimmy finally completes a siege tank. and immediately taunts. One tank, Fable 5, I brought 9. Knocking. He's got his first real weapon. Second command center rising at home. The leapfrog tank push is coming.
There it is. He talked the talk about tank dominance, and now he's walking it. But 9 tanks? That's a bluff. He's got one. Fable 5's 2 siege tanks just became very relevant again.
Base is under attack.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Kimi pumps 4 more Marines, but still trailing Fable 5's 3 Marine army. The gap widens while Kimi's tanks remain on the factory line.
Kimi's sitting on 327 minerals and 577 gas. He can afford those tanks, but they're not done yet. Meanwhile, Fable 5 just completed a second command center. The math is brutal. By the time Kimi's first siege tank rolls out, Fable 5 could have supply for a small army and production overhead. Kimi's bluff about 9 tanks just got more expensive.
Kimi's factories roar to life. 2 siege tanks rolling out now, plus 4 more Marines. The turtle is breaking its shell.
He's finally committing the gas. 2 tanks sieged at range beat Fable 5's Marine Ball every time, if he positions them first. Last review said he needs that siege advantage or it's a slaughter in the open.
Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack.
Kimi taunts. 4 defenders for 2 command centers? This is over, Fable 5. And he backs it up. Another siege tank rolling out now. Marines streaming behind it. The pressure mounts.
Kimi's reading the map cold. Fable 5 promised 30-plus Marines massed before any tank push, but he's still stuck at 3. That taunt isn't arrogance. It's a threat backed by production. Siege mode versus Marine Ball at range, Kimi's right to smell blood.
Piece of me, boy. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Base is under